Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Vanity Fair. My name is Chris Farah. It's Vanity Fair. You get what happened there. It's my last name twice in one show. But however, I am back for a very special episode with, the guest of all guests. First of all, we're talking about 90 Day Fiance. It's before the 90 days. It's season 8. It's episode 6, Cap and Pressure Rising. And my God, let me introduce you to my producer and yours, Christina, who also produces, have you heard of them? Reality Gaze, I'm sure you have. And also, if you're a Bravo fan, like the biggest podcast, Watch What Crappens. So, Christina, I'm salivating that I get to work with you, period, but also be that you are a guest on the show to talk about the show. You love it.
Thank you so much, Chris. You are amazing. I mean, no one, I cannot. Just the women supporting women over here. Come on. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Oh my God. No, listen, you're a 90 Days fan. You watch every episode like before. Oh. Yeah, I know. You are perfect.
Thank you.
So over the years, who is your favorite cast member?
Nicole and Asin.
Yeah.
Right? They are like up there, like the top of the top.
Yeah. He was only a percentage attracted to her. He was only a little bit attracted to her.
Mm-hmm. That's so sad. 55%. Come on.
I know. Why? It should have been obviously more. Your favorite cast member are obviously back in the day, they're OG. Does it annoy you that Nicole's like entire Instagram game now is just to get clickbait articles by saying that she's dead?
It is. I mean, it's been like that for a while, right? Like even before they started the clickbait trend, it's been like that. And I'm like, what? Come on, let's not do that. You know, people like you for you and Rob Lee. Come on.
Oh, I know.
And the shade of the brother. That's it.
Yeah. We cared about what's going to happen to your kid. But the thing about Nicole was like a younger version, obviously, of like Danielle and Mohammed, you know, like.
Oh, that's true.
Who like started the show, like, you know, because he like just remarked about her like nether regions. And I still stand by that the entire show wouldn't happen if that live moment didn't happen. Like if that live moment was such an oh shit moment, like everyone was like, did you fucking watch when that guy said that she stunk?
Insane. There's so many iconic moments, right?
I know.
Back in the day. Oh.
I know it. And I feel like this is both across the board. This season is so good of before the 90 days. And obviously the other way is happening right now. And so across the board, we're feasting on brand new couples.
Yep. I want to ask so many questions, but I don't want to get ahead of myself because, you know, this episode is just
juicy.
Okay. Yes.
Spicy.
In so many ways, yes. Right? Looking at Annalyn.
Squirty. I'm so mad. Okay. I'm really mad about some parts. Okay. I mean, we're going to have to, I'm so sorry. There's so many. Yeah. This was such a wet, disgusting episode. Okay. I'm so sorry. I have all the pictures to gross you out. Anyone else who's watching Patreon, God bless. And then the RSS feed, you just have to listen to the ASMR of these disgusting pictures. Okay.
Lord.
Let's start with Lisa and Daniel because we're already speaking of the devils.
Let's start strong.
So she has told Faith, her daughter, that she's not going to get married. And this man came out, ate her nose, gave her a procession. It's now on one knee and is like, will you marry me?
You know what? When I first saw the previous episode of this one, I thought, because when you go to like a foreign, you know, when you try to visit obviously a different country, there's always that welcoming party, right? That's why there is no way that welcoming party with the dancers is for her, right?
I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Christina, I thought that so hard that I second guessed myself and was like, I must have missed a part of the episode where he set up that like just in maybe just because of whatever, I wasn't paying attention that he was like, and I set up dancers. And I was like, there's no way this is for her. And I thought the whole joke was that this baddie white lady came out and was like, wow, dancers? Because is it for me? Like, you know, I thought that when already my face was going to melt off just thinking about that, but she's right. Exactly. I'm now the baddie white woman that's like, you know, that's like, oh, it was for her. She says yes, spoiler alert, and he's so happy. And one interesting part is that she's like, how long have you been planning this? He's like, 6 months. And she's like, 6 months? 6 months? That's how long we've been dating. He's like, yep, been planning to marry you. Absolutely, yep, been planning it. Look at his face, Christina.
Good Lord. Look at that. That is
eager.
Excited. I don't want to sound.
He's cha-ching. He's like, oh, good. Like he obviously is, there's an end goal. Like there's just no way he's radiating his like absolute pride for how easy it's getting for him to get to America, To
quote the great Darcy and Stacey, or maybe Darcy, eye on the prize, right? It's always like that. Eye on the prize. That's it.
Yeah.
Golly.
Now, Lisa says something that I have felt before in my 20s, which is the need for instant gratification and impulse control. Because she says yes immediately because she wanted to. But I wanted to say yes. So I said yes. Lie to my daughter. But yeah, you know what? I'll tell you what I really wanted. I felt like I wanted to say yes, so I did it. It's such like something that happened to me a bunch in my 20s. Like, well, I'll tell you, I shouldn't have told everyone. Told me myself. I know in every morsel of my being not to. But in that one moment, felt like I wanted to and did it.
I mean, God bless. I can. Okay, well, that's her journey. But for someone who is, she said she's been dating. She's like a full lesbian, right? I mean, for someone to date, like
she's bisexual.
Okay.
Or pansexual. I don't want to label.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know what word. She will just keep being like, I've dated men and women. So, I mean.
Right. Okay.
I'm assuming that she's, I think that, I don't know. I don't want to label her. She's bi or pan.
She was married for 21 years. Was it 21 years? Did I hear that right? That was, I could be wrong, but okay. So that is really long.
The last relationship was 9 years. The one with the woman that she's just getting a divorce from. And are you in the Reddit forum? Did you see that Faith posted?
That's the thing. I'm not. No.
Oh,
sadly,
my God.
My Reddit game is not strong. Okay.
Well, let me tell you because you're a busy woman. I already told the people how much you're doing. You have a lot of work on your hands. Can you imagine? You guys will just listen. Can you imagine Christina just having to cut out the likes in my podcast alone? Just like, 10 hours a day. Okay. But anyway, yeah. So she absolutely is obsessed with him. And obviously he has gotten like his God-given gift is what he said. Also like who his mom said that he should be with. And we've seen, the kisses from last episode. And I took so many stills of their kisses in the car because I need to say something, which is that I have now studied the stills and I have gone into the actual footage. It's not her that's a bad kisser, like it's him, Oh, I forgot to say what Faith said. Faith said, I'm sorry, I forgot. I was like, Faith went on Reddit and said that her mom's ex-lover, who's a woman, obviously the one that just happened is what I want to say, is a weird, crazy bitch. And like went on a bunch of like interviews. This is facing allegedly. And that her and her mom, yes, have been going through it, but they're not getting evicted because there were some stories and that her mom probably is a little neurodivergent and they're like, don't have a diagnosis. And like, that her and her mom have had some trauma, but she does love her mom. And that she's also she's also worked because she like went down the list of questions people have about them from the early episode.
Right.
So anyway, but
she spilled the tea.
She spilled the tea so much. I mean, it's this, everything about this woman has been overexposed.
Yeah.
But but I want to say this about her. Lisa's not the bad kisser. It's him.
Yeah. I mean, the airport kiss alone, that's the one that started it all. And maybe that's the one that set us off for this adventure, I guess.
Yeah. Lick me like a lollipop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like maybe he's a little Wayne fan. I kept being like, I wonder why he's a bad kisser. Like, okay, he's a built man. What we know about him, we can see he has muscles. He has muscles. He's a good looking man. Okay. God bless. He's attractive. No one knows that more than Lisa. Second thing is that he's heavily religious. So, but two things about heavily religious people, they're either hypocritical and they do whatever the fuck they want. They just say what they want to say, or they're truly sheltered and somewhat insulated into whatever conservative fundamental ideas that religion has, like a little bit, right? Which one do you think he is? Like, do you think he's the kind of Christian man who's like, like, no, my woman, obviously she can't be a homosexual and I've never even touched a woman, or do you think that he has touched women? Is this how he kisses? Is how he thinks white women kiss? Like, what is it? What's happening?
I think he's watching a lot of videos. He has this expectation that this is how it should be. And then when he tries it firsthand right there in the flesh, oh, wait, maybe this is not really that. It's not supposed to go this way.
Yeah, he just, he watches like the kind of porn where like, men spitting in like the women's mouths and stuff like that. I know it. I'm sorry. I know, but it like is where, because it does feel like no one wants that amount of mouth. I don't want your mouth on my entire nose. Nor do I want your entire tongue like all over my face. Like the amount of like shared saliva almost feels like fetish like, where I don't like, this is a normal amount of like wetness I would feel with kisses.
And to quote, I guess she likes it because to quote her, she said, he devoured me. So I guess.
Devoured me.
Right? I mean.
He promised that to her. Oh, he must have promised her that he's going to devour her. Maybe. And then so he knew he had to come with a certain energy. Boy. At least for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but in the next couple scenes, I don't know what happened. Okay.
So yeah, he is in the car, and I mean, he's giving it his all. He's like, he's very excited. Then they get to the hotel. She opens up one of her pink, like pale pink away luggages. She has a bunch of presents for him, which feels like fake jewelry. You know what I'm saying? And he's like eating that up, like like the kind of gold necklace that like either like Arabs, Italians, like all those kind of like gold necklace-y.
So wait, you're such a jewelry queen. What was your take on the ring?
I just, God bless. I mean, this is going to sound wildly classist, but I guess there's no way she can afford anything that's like real.
Right. Exactly. Right.
I don't even know how she made it to Nigeria. Go ahead.
Yeah. You're right. No, I wanted to hear your opinion on that. Yes. Absolutely.
That's really mean of me to say. I was like, there's no way. She's getting a big, I mean, she can't possibly save enough without, I mean, there's no way. That can't be real. Can't be real. No, she's not real. Her hair's not real.
Oh, she emerged from the bathroom wearing that beautiful red necklace, right?
Does he come with the same, I'm going to devour you energy, my strawberry?
I was wondering, like, what happened? Where's the tongue now? I was wondering what happened. Okay.
Where's the tongue now?
I was really seriously. I was really confused. Like, huh? What's the energy now? Was he that? Was he spent from all that tongue action? I have no idea.
Yeah, like we have definitely seen the person that's traveling being tired. Like this lady obviously has traveled 1 billion hours. He did get a procession, but he acts like he's the one that fucking traveled. He's like, I'm tired.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you be like so excited to jump right then and there? I mean, it's right there on the bed, right? I'm not talking from experience here, but you know what I mean? Like, if, you haven't seen your boo in like a while, and then, you get to it, right?
Yeah. Like, how do you devour her and then suddenly not devour her? Did he I have a question. Do you think that at some point in between the car ride and being at the house and getting the presents, he realized that she's wearing a wig?
Would that even matter though? Oh, because he said before that he wanted a long hair, right? I'm not. That's gotta be. Nah. I don't know. He did pray to his gods, right? Or what was that?
Yeah,
sorry. I don't want to be disrespectful to his faith or whatnot, but
ancestors.
Okay, thank you. There.
So. I mean. I wouldn't be able to stand the moment of him being like, I'm going to take a shower. And she's like, oh, do you want me to jump in there with you? And he's like, no.
Just the rejection alone, that just made, I felt so bad.
She spirals.
Right? Yeah. How can you go from that to zero?
I mean, we can still hope that the whole Laura Birkan thing happens where the cameras leave and then the next morning she's like, let me tell you what actually happened. Wink, wink, And then she's like, I jumped on that lap, honey, and then I just start moving, like I remember what that shit's like. It's a ride, like a bike. You don't remember, you don't forget or whatever.
Do you believe that though? Okay, maybe later.
Dick? Bikes? I'm sorry. I think that she probably, I think that she can grind.
All right.
And also think that she probably had like strap-ons like that. I think that she, God bless. I mean, I don't know her life. I don't want to, God bless. Every part of this one has been overexposed in every way,
of course,
so now I'm just going to talk about every part of her sex life. But I mean, he's going to have to do more than he's done. He can't, I'm going to have to lay some pipe or whatever, like, because she wants to get it out of the way fast.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, speaking of the devil, again, one right into another, Laura and Birkan. Now they went from him being like, I'm just going to sit out here and watch some Law and Order SVU reruns while you go to bed. And then her being like, again, as I've said, being like, you guys, I came back out, I slipped on that D, and then I just started moving around until he got into it. I don't know what she did. I don't know. She started giving him the eye. She does that footsie thing. But now next morning they're in bed together. Like they've jumped.
I'm not sure, but he's just so awkward. I remember him on the train and he's not even looking at, I cannot understand. I don't, right? Do you remember what he said about like, you can't, it doesn't matter. You don't really have to look at her to know that it's real love or something like that. But it's just, what?
Yeah, she's perfect. I just have to, I don't even have to see her to know that she's perfect. Yeah, he doesn't ever seem present. He, in bed, he's, guess what, doing a classic beer can, just staring off into the goddamn ceiling going, now I feel like I am on the clouds.
Yep.
Also, I am wasted. Look at her, look at him. First of all, he is. The Reddit streets allegedly say that he maybe like is one of those peeps that like is really into like K-holy kind of downer kind of situations, and then just is like in a constant state of like being fucked up.
I wonder how does that work in Turkey? So it's like, is it okay? I mean, I don't know the restrictions there of narcotics or whatnot, but maybe, yeah.
It might explain like all the debt. Like
I was about to go there. Yes.
Why he can't hold a job. It might be that. It could be other things, but it's really piecing together. And then he said the most incriminating thing. I mean, we're going to jump around. I mean, I guess it happens. We'll get there. We'll talk about that when that happens.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, they fuck. And then she's like, he has a big dick.
Right. He's very pleased to hear that on camera.
Very pleased. Yeah.
Right. Very proud of himself.
Yeah. And she gives him like some constructive criticism. She's like, you have a big dick. Let me tell you, you're vanilla. I'm more spice. I don't even know if he does know that that's bad. He's like, well, I haven't had sex in 4 years. Now to me, I'm like, those are two different ideas. Like she's saying he's vanilla, which means like kink related, and him saying he hasn't had sex in 4 years makes me feel like two things happened. Like he came really fast and then couldn't get up again, which makes me not think that he's vanilla. But like, what was she expecting the first night to be choked? Like what? I wanted like a bunch of more questions.
Yeah, but maybe because that's her jam. She likes those dirty books, right?
Oh,
she said that at the beginning, right? Wasn't she like
the books?
She was writing about like
fairy porn or what? Yeah.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Almost like, heated rivalry kind of like authoring kind of that, right?
Do you read any of that stuff?
I do not. I don't have time.
No, I know. Yeah,
I watched though.
Cut all my legs. Yeah. Are you watching? Yeah, you started watching Heated Rivalry.
I finished it during the holiday break. Like, oh my god, that's the only thing that I had to watch twice. Like, I am just I got over it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right? Amen. Hallelujah.
That's so funny. Okay. But yeah, people love it.
Have you?
I have to get, so I haven't watched that nor Pluribus, which I feel like Pluribus.
Oh, yes.
Have you watched
I haven't either.
People are talking about both.
They say that it's real. Well, it's because it was the guy, it was the production who did the Breaking Bad, I think.
Oh.
And that was a really good series. It lasted for like so long. It's like,
you know what? I've never watched Breaking Bad, but I've watched all of Better Call Saul.
Yeah. Well, what do you think of that?
Loved it. So you would think that, loved it. Which I'm sure is what Breaking Bad's about too. I should probably that's why I should just transfer.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of episodes I can really fall in that hole.
Yep.
Not like the K-hole Birkan's in, but so basically Birkan's like, I'm gonna take you to the old bazaar, honey. Istanbul, is known for like some fun shopping areas where you can get beautifully rich jewel tone lamps.
Those are so beautiful.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I really would. I mean, like, anytime you walk into a space that is like blinged out with like Turkish lamps and has like those little like fun puffs to sit on or whatever, like feels that like, it's just like, oh God, honey, like give me here. I'm just gonna like sit here all weekend long. And it's like, maybe like one of your French girls just like posed up on it. Like, you're not gonna have a great lighting. It's just gonna be like, not at all.
Right.
Yeah. And then I learned something. I learned a bunch of things. First of all, I knew that a whirling dervish existed. Pat me on the back. And I knew that like it was a person that twirled. So, but like I didn't realize up close how A, slow it was, and B, what their faces were doing.
True.
And what was
the hand motion, right? Yeah.
Yeah, none of that. You?
So thanks Birkan for giving us history. I mean, that's beautiful. I did not know that. Everyone will be in awe watching it.
Once up to God. Okay. So yeah, it's very slow. It's like they're like little statues. They barely move. One hand's up, grabbing whatever God wants to give them.
Yeah.
And then their face is, I mean, they look like spinning. Well, I'm so sorry. It's like, when you like had like a jewel box as if you're a little girl, you had like a a ballet jewel box where that little fucking ballerina is just like sitting there just twirling, like obviously it's porcelain or whatever it is, so like it's not gonna move its face. Same thing with the dudes. Like I didn't realize that, like, and then just like dropping God's sacrifice in their own way through their own work back into the earth or whatever, God bless, but like just so serene. I mean, it is meditative, and I did feel like I was being like mildly whatever, like transfixed or just just like Laura's underneath his spell.
That's true.
Yeah.
For Laura, I feel so bad for her.
I know. He's like, okay, let me just get some kebabs. I'll get some kebabs happening. Thank you so much. And let this woman tell her like what's up. She's like, weird how you used to live in this part of Istanbul. You don't live here now. And you said you don't really have a place. He's like, yeah. And then of course he comes clean with, I'm in debt. She's like, well, how much? She's like, 50K. And she's like, oh, it's 1,500. I mean, my trip here is like more than that alone. Right. Like, no. I've already done the conversion. And she's like, doesn't have a job, like I said, but he couch surfs. Go ahead.
I was like thinking, what $50,000 is a lot.
Yeah.
Was he doing drugs? Was he gambling?
Does he have a PhD? Does he have a law degree?
If he does, I mean, I don't even think it's going to cost that much if he did it there. But
gambling is it? Gambling is a great fucking guess.
Probably, right? Did he I don't know, did he play sports? Or did he say that he was like a soccer player before, but then it didn't pursue because of the injury?
Yes.
Maybe he had. I'm not sure. It's just very that's a lot of money. Maybe gambling. I don't know.
It's certainly a lot of money for someone who also doesn't have anything to show for it.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
Like a house where there's a mortgage or a degree or like, what was it? Like, like here's the thing. He spent that money went somewhere. Where did it go? Like, and there's only so many places it can go.
Yeah.
Like an addiction. Women. Do you say women?
True. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
He traveled, passported to other places or something. No, he just spent money. He just like pretended to be a big baller and just ran into places and just threw money.
And didn't he have like a falling out with his family? I'm not sure.
Yeah, he said he's not close to his family. Yeah, he said he's not close to his family. Probably because he stole the money from them.
Probably, right?
Or whatnot. Then he does a couple of things. He's like, so that's what's happening. But here's the thing. Totally thought of that when I moved to America with you. And fucking who cares? Not here anymore. And she's like, I'm so sorry. What? And he's like, yeah, I mean, you don't have to pay your debt. It's like, that's what's happening. And she's like, oh, so your plan is to just skip out on your responsibilities and your debt by moving and me just offering you a way out to America. And it's almost like he didn't realize how shitty it sounds where that she would have the wherewithal to put it together, like.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he has another secret, which is that he hasn't told her, and this is like, I think what he says, what he's been having to do to make money. And
right.
I mean, immediately I thought sex work, which is no judgment. The way, no judgment. It's just that
make it going.
I'm saying the editors, I'm saying that the editors of the show set it up for me to think that way. They're doing this to me.
True.
If you're like, and I have to tell them how I make the money. Like if he was a woman in America, I would be like cam modeling, like OF, like it's like just, like, or drug dealing. I mean, it's like sex, drugs, or it's not gonna be rock and roll with him. I'm saying that's a very old reference. Like, like what could it be? Like it's addiction, it's like sex or addiction or it's fat. It's, it's, what do you think?
Probably, yeah. I was just leaning towards gambling. Yeah. I don't think he has a lot of sex like oozing out of him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless
he's not somebody who's like very appealing to me. I'm not sure. I don't know.
I know it.
He does not have that presence that okay, maybe this can launch 1,000 OnlyFans, pages and whatnot. To each his own, I guess.
First of all, if I'm so wrong, then you just know that my mind always goes to sex work, but also because I like my first love. The second thing is like, am I just crazy for thinking that? Like, you're right that he doesn't ooze sex appeal, but there is something where I'm like, I mean, okay, he could just keep donating sperm over and over again and get paid for it, but then like thinks that would be like, I don't want to tell her that I'm just like the world's biggest sperm donor, like that one dude, but like, I don't know.
But then that should generate money. Right? You should not be in debt.
All of this should generate money. Sex work should generate a lot of money.
Right. That's true.
Would it be like the way that I make money is I catfish old ladies online?
That is so true too. Oh my God.
Or not catfish.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
And he has to say that to her face. And she's like,
oh, that's not good.
She already has one foot out the fucking door with this one. She questions his motives. I'm like, you should have been questioning, like if she gets out now, she can just tell her mom that like the minute she got off the plane, she was into Michael and then just like pretend, like if I were her, I'd be fucking texting Michael everything. Like we forgot about Michael. They have not talked about him as much.
That's true. When was the last time that we heard of him? When he was blowing up her phone when she got there.
Yes. That's
it. Right?
Yeah, nothing about like what he thinks about the skin taken off consultation or how he threw the pickleball.
Yeah. Oh, bless her heart.
So I'm gonna pick it up. So Jovon and Annalyn.
Yes, love her.
Next, it's another morning after. That is exactly what this episode should be called, fucking morning afters. But they didn't sleep because was the sex good?
It looks like she might be satisfied, but then she said that she hasn't like had a lot in a while, right?
Yeah. I don't even know if she knows what good sex is. She questioned him like, did you think it was good? She's insecure about her sex. She shouldn't be insecure. She's adorable. She's great. And he is, God bless. He's not going to ever say things like, you had a spicy night with your spicy wife, and now I'm going to take you to a spicy lunch.
And first of all, excuse me, sir, for you to tell her that she was heavy. Did you hear that?
Yes, I hate it every second. I'm like, you're weak. You're such a tall man to not. Yeah, you're too fucking tall to not be able to carry this light as fuck lady in your goddamn arms the way that you are doing it too,
How dare you?
Let me say this.
Yes.
We have to give him some grace. I forgot Annalyn, who I do like a lot, does comment on my stuff. She reads and comments.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
That's
so
nice.
She wanted, I know, I love her so much. So here's the thing. If she's with him, I don't want her to think that I just hate this person. And, God bless. I just want her to know that she's the prize at all times. And my God, she's the prize. Okay. So just, she's probably, I know it. She's probably like, Chris.
Girl, yes.
She wanted me to tell you guys that she actually got $600 or more per month because I had said $400 in a thing. And also that she also sometimes had a job. So she also grew up, and this is where you can, now you tell me, Bicol. Now you,
so Bicol.
Will you explain the difference of Bicol culture, if you can, and where she is now? Or like why? Because like she's in Manila, right?
Yeah. Well, no, she said that she lives in Cavite. But Cavite is like maybe like a 2 hour away. It's also considered a city. It's also like you can coming from Manila. The only problem with the entire metropolitan Manila area is that it's just really densely populated, and it's traffic all the time. So to go from point A to B takes a long time. But when you think about it, it's kind of like just like a drive from, let's say, uh, I live in Central California. From San Francisco to, let's say, LA to San Francisco is already long, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for them, their trip is it's very short. But just the traffic is the one that takes forever. But
are there
where
not spicy? Like, are they? Why? Like, do you feel like is the Bicol people or like culture
Bicolanos?
like
They're called Bicolanos.
Spicier,
Yeah,
Bicolanos were spicier across the fucking board. We're like either
they
like
are. Yes, they're known for that. Thai chilies, right? Those are already spicy for me, but that is just like the tip. Kind of think of a Carolina Reaper. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
They eat, that's how spicy their chilies are there. They eat a lot of spicy food. I can't tolerate it. But yeah. But they're known for spicy food. The province of Bicol, I believe, it's also in Luzon. So the Philippines has 3 main archipelagos, 3 islands. Manila is in the island of Luzon, which is also in Manila. And also Bicol is also in Luzon at the top. Also Cavite, where she is also there. So yeah, am I making any sense? Am I making?
No, you are. We'll just say name the other 2 now. Now what are the other 2 islands or other 2?
Visayas is in the middle, and then Mindanao is down below. Okay, oh gosh, because there's so many people that are in 90 that I can't even remember. I believe
wrote it down.
the one.
Oh yeah. Okay. I try to write it down. You tell like Mary. So Mary was from the countryside, obviously.
Right.
Like the wettest, marshiest part.
Okay.
I wrote it down somewhere.
It's fine.
Oh, I know. I wrote it down in the other. Obviously we're gonna talk about Sheena. Okay, no, here I have. Sheila was in Cebu.
Cebu is down there at the Visayas. Oh my God, it's probably Visayas or Mindanao.
Yeah. So obviously, Sheila was the one that her mom passed away. Everyone just Sheila was talking about Cebu 2 other lovely Filipino people from other. Go ahead.
Yeah, Cebu is considered also like up to par with Metro Manila because they also have a very thriving. So just the economics there is also beautiful, even though obviously it's way cheaper to live in Cebu compared to Metro Manila.
Mm-hmm. Sheena's in Caveat province outside Manila.
Sheena?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I had
Cavite, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously, yes. I'm so sorry. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's just weird because they always claim that her place is in Las Piñas, which is also in Manila. So that made me, but I mean, they're all lumped together anyway. It's just it's very close to each other.
Have you had chili on ice cream?
No, I've heard of it, but hell no.
Do you know what these foods are that I put up here?
The one in the middle is the famous Bicol Express. So that's like coconut milk with minced meat, pork.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. I love that. It's kind of like very savory.
Looks comforting. Is it hot?
So fucking spicy.
Yeah.
You gotta eat it with rice.
That's what they have. They have beautifully, they have rice. Yeah. Sorry, I get so excited.
Bicol Express is so spicy. Not just the red chili. They put other chilies in there.
Green.
Like
it looked
green chilies. Yeah. Green chilies.
Yeah. He's like, I don't want to look like a punk in front of my wife. And he's just had to sit there and sweat.
I love that.
Pound like purified, there's a plastic water bottle. Like obviously the water doesn't even help.
It's not. It won't.
I want to give him grace for that as well. Because
That's true.
A lot of Americans on here, Emma, who won't eat anything, and or ones that are very vocal about how whatever's in front of them is disgusting to them in a very gross and or disrespectful way. And he's not. Right. He's in the opposite. He's swallowing. Yeah. He doesn't even want.
He's a good sport, right? And like Matt and Jake always makes fun of this guy, the one who did not eat lechon. Larry?
Yeah.
Back in the day, right?
Yeah, I called him 401 Clary. Yeah.
What a dumbass. Yeah.
That's how you know. next scene, nightmare, all that hot food. And then they decide to go get massages, like lay down and have it all like just, as people just move it around their infrastructures. And, she had gotten into a little fight with him because was kind of like, this also, could be called morning after we didn't have protections. Cause they're like, we're going to just try to make a baby. And she's like, great. So what if it was one and done and it happens? He's like, well, yeah, I would just totally like step up and take care of my kid. She's like,
right.
Now that I have a kid, I'm more important. But when it was just me, he didn't fucking do anything. Now, I hate to say this, and I don't want to give him grace, but she did kind of trap him. Like, he had no idea that conversation was going to happen. It came out of fucking
yeah.
And he's hard trying to swallow this goddamn pepper. So he...
That's true.
He's like, oh, shit. What now? She keeps him on his
and the thing is also, we never in our culture, in the Filipino culture, she's 38. That is, I don't want to be mean, but that is really, I just got to be blunt and frank here. It's old. I'm sorry.
I know.
Yeah, it's the culture. And ask any person who was born and raised in the Philippines, and they would say, I got married at 32, and my dad was like, why are you like so old and you got married? Blah 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 blah. You know, even my friends are like, when they. It's just culturally, which is so ridiculous, but
Yeah, no, I get it. It's traditional.
Yeah, but
she knows it.
Mm-hmm. But I like that. I guess it's not really that is not the main storyline. So that's pretty refreshing, right? It's not like others were in. I got it. This season is pretty good production wise. When you notice it. What do you think? You think it's?
I love it. Yeah, like right? I think it's so good. I think that it's such a good job casting.
Yeah.
She also, I love her. Like, I'm so interested. Like I love her. I love her personality. I love that she goes and gets massages all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Same. I don't say same girl, same. I wish I got more massages. But she really was like talking me to it. She's like, I'll tell you what they're great for. Insomnia. I'm like, I have that, girl. She's like, yeah, nothing better than that, Chris. You should get one. He starts to finish like, what? Go ahead.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but the massages in the Philippines are so cheap, and they give really good service there. You really would enjoy it if you're there. You would get a full body massage for like $20.
Tell me more.
It is very, very nice. That's what a lot of people are like. They enjoy it when they go there, like massages, manicure, pedicure, all the good stuff. Yeah, it's so affordable.
I want to enjoy it right now. Chris so is good. Hungry for food and massages. I really, she's fabulous. Like, I love her and she's fabulous. She's getting massages. He's dumb. He's like, this a lot of money, like whatever. She's just like, shut up.
I don't even think he realizes how affordable it is, because the money that he's sending her goes a long way down there.
Yeah, and she needs to deal with him and his stupid ass. So like, she deserves it, and he is an asshole. So then he's like, yeah, you sometimes overstep. Like, you take the stuff that's in between with us, and then you decide to like go crazy and be unhinged and take it to my sister. And she's like, I'm sorry.
Unhinged?
What are you saying to me right now?
That's true.
You take our personal business to some bitch you liked.
Right? Excuse me.
You're like, she's like, can you get in there with some elbows? Because he's not feeling it. Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Would I reach out to my future sister-in-law or sister-in-law? Probably not, but I guess because she has no one else to talk to, I guess. So that's also very...
She has her mom. Her mom and her are best friends. Oh, I know. Be like that's close to him. But I don't. But why talk to? But why? Okay. I guess if you're married, yes, you have to talk to someone that's going to get through to him, and you are in a different country. So you're like, I need someone that's going to get through to you, because there's no tie that there's no like tether between us. Besides, I don't know. Is that what it is?
And even that, I have so many questions about that online marriage. Is that even legit? I've never heard of that. Why was it not touched on after? I mean, we have to remember the Philippines is very strict on these kinds of unions. The Philippines and the Vatican City are the two countries. I don't know, Vatican is a country, but we don't have divorce in the Philippines. So what is the legitimacy of this union, of this marriage? Even if this is, I don't know, but that's just what makes me really, I don't know. That's very strange. I don't know. They never touch on that anymore. I have so many questions about that, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're astute. Also, yeah, like it can't work. You can't, because if it didn't work, you could just get married online to anyone and then have them be a US citizen. It feels like there'd be a lot of more fucking scams,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's
or
crazy.
was it because were they married during the during COVID times? I'm not. Okay.
Yes.
But still, I don't know. I've never heard of that ever. Things might change, but no idea.
Okay, my love. Here's the thing. We have 3 more couples.
Yes.
So we're gonna
go ahead. It's okay. It's fine.
Okay, let's do Sheena and Forrest and then drop out when you need to. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
So Sheena and Forrest, obviously they have told Molly what's up. And the up is you're staying fucking put for 24 hours while we make our way to Sheena's parents' house over the river, through the woods, taking 2 buses and like a tricycle. I can't wait to talk to you about the tricycle.
Yes.
Have you driven? How prevalent is a tricycle in the many areas of
it is
Philippines?
Very prevalent, especially like in the inner cities. It's kind of like a pedicab. That's it. But it's it's a motorbike is the one that's pulling it instead of a person riding a bike.
How much like poundage can they take? Like, like with luggage? Because I felt like it felt like they were big vehicles with like shelving. So then I was like, feels like it can carry a lot.
Right. You remember Brandon and Mary? Remember the mother?
Yes.
The mother was able to go to the home wherever they live. They can really hold a lot of weight. But we have to remember, though, the people there are really kind of smaller than the average Forrest. I don't think he can fit. Was he able to fit in a tricycle? I don't think so. I can't fit in a tricycle.
Will you tell me okay, so Forrest, you had told me some things off camera in regards to the last episode. So I want you to just basically let people know a little more of how shopping is in the Philippines. And like, because sometimes they can show things and I feel like, okay, so Forrest is a big guy, true, very big already for us, God bless. And Philippines, as you said, could be smaller people. So obviously he came there with not nary like 3 pairs of underwear. He's already gone through 3, you know what I'm saying? So where would he think to buy clothes and would there be possibilities? And then what is the shopping like? Is it, go ahead.
When you say Manila, just ask anybody, they would know the mall called SM, Shoe Mart for short. SM is one of the biggest. Think of it. It's called SM Mall of Asia. Think of Mall of America. That's it. We have indoor malls that are like 5 stories high. I don't know why are they shopping in like the what do you call those things? But I guess it's for show. Obviously, it's bazaars, right? But yeah, we have a lot of malls down there. It's huge. We call it a mall country almost because everywhere, just in Manila alone, there are so many 5-story malls. There's big and tall stores also there. Yeah, there's a lot. Because we got to understand also, there's a lot of expats that are living there. They live there too, especially in around, it's called BGC. It's like Global City, Bonifacio Global City. So it's that's where a lot of, I'm pretty sure, because I'm judging it from the way she speaks, Sheena, she's very eloquent. She knows, she's very educated. She would know these things. She would know where to go. And she was also, the places that, they were staying at, even though it's very tiny, if somebody owns like a condo, like an apartment unit like that, that's pretty, it's middle class. Well, it is rental. It is an Airbnb, right? But she was able to find something like that, not like in one of those provincial kind of situations that we see. I'm basing it off with Mary and Brandon.
Yeah.
But she is in Manila, so there's access to everything, pretty much.
Those malls. I wonder,
they're huge.
What happens if like Amazon or like retail shopping gets there enough that like those malls, like what happens when those malls become obsolete? They turn into other infrastructures, I wonder.
That's the thing. They don't even have those because there's independent stores. What do you call those? They call them TikTok stores. So what they do is they have these little delivery. Think about Uber Eats, right? Or
Mhm.
Postmates.
I
But
believe I
there,
heard about
since
them.
they rely more on motorbikes, it can weave in and out of traffic. So if you wanted something delivered to your house,
Mhm.
they can bring it to you.
Mhm.
It's faster. Food, services, you want your paper, let's say you want your, not divorce papers, but let's say just, I was thinking of that, legal papers that you want to delivered, you can do anything in there. I was surprised the last time I was there. There was Shake Shack already, and it was delivered to me like 30 minutes. I'm like, what? Groceries,
Yum.
right? Yeah, it's everything is just. I guess it's just the traffic and the humidity is the one that would kill me. But yeah, it is. It's just amazing.
You
Everything
know
is there.
you know who should live there? Manon. Manon also wants to live in a place with food delivery. Remember when she
That's
was
true.
like, so
Right.
basically Sheena and Forrest, as I said, are going to go meet her parents, and he knows what he has to do,
Mhm.
which is like cut them off, also ask for their approval. And, we finally
Yes.
get the answers to the question of questions, which is we knew
Mhm.
that she made money. We knew that she had a whole ass business. And we were like, that's her money in her bank account. Why does Molly feel like she's so entitled to it? Have they been giving any money to her? And also, what does he do for a job? All of it. We wanted to know all of it. And
Right.
her answered it, which is that he is on disability and she and isn't and hasn't given anything this entire time because they've been
Mhm.
together for 7 years. So just putting that out there. So,
Mhm.
and she feels some type of way about it. Guess what? Negatively. Is upset about it. Like isn't happy about it. Isn't like, and we should continue thusly for the rest ever. She's kind of like, to me, like, you should still get a job. You have to find a job that you can do. Like, you have to find either something that is like the Venn diagram in between what you can do and would enjoy and what you can get better at, like,
Uh-huh.
or what you can work with to find how to make money in the middle. Like, because I think that Sheena very much in her mind did. She's like, I'll tell you, I cannot make fucking eye contact with scary goddamn people all the goddamn time. I don't
Yeah.
want to do it with my parents. I don't want to do it with Molly. I don't really like it socially, whatever. I love fucking animals. I can just connect with them and feel like
Yes.
it feels like Sheena was like, so I became an animal doctor.
Yeah, totally.
And I think that Sheena's like, so Forrest, what is your fucking thing? Like, because I feel, the beautiful thing about neurodivergence is that
Mhm.
it's a different way that you process things, right? And work with the world, and God bless. And like, there can be obsession. I'm sorry, I can't talk.
Yeah.
You can have little obsessions sometimes. People can find their like niches. And I certainly
Right.
feel that about myself,
Yeah.
honestly. And so I just need to make more money doing whatever, God bless. And so I think that Sheena's like talking to me, but also talking to Forrest of like,
Mhm.
what is Forrest's fucking niche besides having inappropriate sexual banter with his mom? Like, what is his obsession?
And also at the beginning of the season, it I think it was narrated to us like as if he was the one providing for her, right?
Didn't it make it seem like he left the apartment sometimes?
That was how
And we
that's how I
assumed it was
perceived it.
for the work, like
Right, right.
and that she on the ring cam knows when he's coming back. It dings, and she's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, he's back."
Yeah. Mhm. But then we have to remember he said that he lives in Filipino time. That explains that's why he's always
Oh yeah,
awake
he's on her
on
time.
right. Let's say right
Yeah,
now. Yeah.
he's on her
So
time, and
mhm.
fucking Annie Lynn is on Javon's time.
Oh yeah, I have a bone to pick with Annalyn too. Did she say she was working, or I think she said she wasn't working because she
Okay,
wouldn't.
this is what she must have said. This is exactly what happened. So on the show, she
Uh
said,
huh.
I had to quit my job
Okay.
because, I had to be on the time frame for him. And
Right.
then in, I want to say a YouTube comment, and I'll say it right now because I don't want to like,
Yeah.
okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I know where she said it. It's on Instagram. This, by the way,
Okay.
this entire bit is to make you guys go to my Instagram and TikTok. It's Chris O'Farrell on
That's
both.
right. Yes. Come on,
It is
guys.
this. I made a great meme.
Oh, there you go.
And her meme is her saying, I don't like being controlled after a period of time, right? I'm completely
I
honest.
love that.
She's saying men don't control me. And this is where she said, ha 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 ha. She loved it. So she has a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
And then, this is not where she said it. Okay, I'm gonna have to like find it for you. I can't find it anywhere.
That's fine. I'm so sorry that
No, I'm so sorry. I'm a nightmare. Basically, she just said that she did have a job, and she like,
okay.
She's like, I did have a job, and it was $600 and $700. Like she tried to correct whatever I said, and I was like, okay,
because in the show, we were made to believe that she's not working at all, and she was just relying on him for everything.
Yeah. By the way, I would rather no one from the fucking show ever watch me talk about them, period. I would, I know it's like, I have to somehow get 90 Day fans to know that I'm here and want like a best friend to talk about the show, but I don't want any of them to like, Dylan, listen to my YouTube. He might listen to this one. I mean, I don't know.
Dylan. The Australian dude. Right. Yes. Okay.
And I, whatever I said about them, it's not mean. It's just brutally honest, whatever. And, and I'm also whatever I am. So he was like, interesting take. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. First of all, it's not an interesting take. And it's all you saying. Like, are you just trying to like be weird? Like, I watched your video. First of all, don't watch your video. I didn't tag you. You know what I'm saying? You're the one finding
They're
content.
The ones going. Yeah. They're the ones going through the pages of people who are covering them.
Yeah. But I like Annalyn.
I heard them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But, and I mean, so what if you don't? It's fine. Like what I'm telling you.
I know. Just if you are on the show and you're watching me, just like, this is not for you. Not making content for you. You're not paying me. Anyway, so basically the entire, we get her and Forrest going and we haven't met her parents yet. And basically, we know that Molly's going to get a chauffeur to get us there because she can't possibly do this journey.
They can't fit in those damn tricycles and those buses. See that? I kind of admire they were able to shoot them.
To me, I looked at it. I think there was one person with a camera that is sitting across from them, somehow holding it like fucking this, like somehow.
That is a rough trip. Did you see? She was like holding on to the tiny carry-on her lap, and it's a 2-hour ride. And that bus ride has gotta be very just bumpy, and it's just gonna be crazy, full of people, and also I'm sorry, but I just gotta be real here. It's not an air-conditioned bus. The humidity, I'm telling you, and the humidity is just insane.
Earphones. I would need earphones, and I would need some sort of like comforting oil on my arm that I can smell.
Right. I mean, God bless. That's all.
Know yourself.
There's always private cars anyway. Why did they not do that? Probably for the show. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was
nice because they were able to show how the regular folk do this. That's the thing. That's it.
Well, also, that's probably very fucking expensive to get the private car from wherever they are to that place to go through that journey. So, we have to assume that production paid for Molly and wouldn't pay for them, or did they paid for Molly and couldn't afford themselves?
I'm thinking of that because I think the rate from where they live to the province thereabouts would probably be around $100. That's not that bad
for bus.
Think about it.
Like what they did?
Yeah. No, for the private car.
Oh, really?
For a private, it's not that bad. But then I'm thinking, and from the production standpoint, I wanted to show what is how people, the regular folk, do that. So, I mean, applause to them for showing that. So, no. But I don't think that Molly would. Let's get real. I mean, God bless it. Forrest was able to fit in the bus.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine Deb on that car ride just staring out that window in silence for 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Oh God. I just imagine Molly like sweating the whole time.
I know. We have 3 more couples. So literally peace out. Why am I talking so slow? Emma and Zayed. I love you so much. I could talk to you forever.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's putting on makeup. He's like, why do you need so much makeup? And it's like the question of questions. I'm like, does he know that there's a wig yet? And I wonder if he is like piecing it together.
Yeah.
Hair piecing it together.
Well done. This has already been litigated, right? The way that she was like trying to put, I don't know. Where did I think somebody said something, or she explained something that she puts like on her wig bronzer. Yes, thank you.
Oh yeah, no, she is putting bronzer there, honey. Yeah, we get a lot. It's you can tell how orange it is. She's she uses like a MAC lipstick. She like put her whole makeup journey. I have it on my.
I love that. That's what I love about what you do. You just so break down everything. That is so Chris Farah. I love it.
I love you. When she meets his friends, for the fact that she definitely is dressed the way she's dressed, which is, God bless, she also puts on like a professional voice. She's like, "Hi there, nice to meet you. I'm Emma."
Right. Like, that is a good point.
Very interesting.
Very, very interesting.
There's like two friends. One is obsessed with Emma and is eating her up. Like, I mean, can't wait to just pluck her from his friend. Like, his friend, one friend is like, "Oh, Zayed's fucking dead to me. I will, like, be with this woman the minute that she will let me." And one other friend looks at Emma as if she is the like whoever the opposite, like whoever the prophet hates the most.
He incarnate. Is so disgusted to her, right?
Whoever Muhammad hates the absolute fucking whoever, like that's the incarnate of I'm like a devil. Like he is like, this is haram in female fucking form.
Yes.
I can't even look at her. Her tits are staring at me. I can't deal. Like one man can deal the most, and one man I cannot deal at all. Look at him in this picture when she's putting on. He is so stiff. He's like, "I can't believe you sat me next to like what feels like a cheetah." Like, he's like, this is what they say an American woman is like. He's like, "I've read about such a thing. I cannot believe I'm next to one." And the other one's like, "I've waited for this day my entire life." I'm
like, how often do I see somebody dressed like this? Whoa.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's like,
well, that's been a screenshot, by the way. That's so perfect, Chris.
I know it. He's like, because you could almost hear him in the screenshot I'm putting up. It almost like you can hear him whistle. He's not whistling, but almost like that. I can't. Yeah. He ordered, like, Zayed is like already pissed. He orders crepes and chocolates. We'll tell you one thing about fucking Zayed. He stays eating yummy chocolate all the time. He doesn't worry about anything. His cardio is lying. I don't know.
Right. Like, dude.
They basically have a he said, she said in front of the friends. And Zayed's like, "No, let me fucking tell you." And he loves that he has like Muhammad incarnate on, like, to be like, "Oh no, she's haram," and be like, "Yeah, she's haram." But then unfortunately, there's also the bigger guy next to him that's like, "Nope, everything that she says is right, and you're an asshole." And it's like, Zayed is upset again because she was gone 5 days. And then she's like, "Yeah, but you're still meeting people on the same thing." And then he tries to have an asinine logic, which is that, no. I am just like the spokesperson of Morocco. Like I have been given like an ambassador status where my job like is to greet people where it's on social media and beckon them to come to I get paid tourism, flat feet as many American women as I can to get them to come. Like that's like what he wants to lead with.
Totally.
And she's like, "All of it would make sense if it wasn't on dating apps, you fucking asshole. If it was just on Facebook, maybe."
Yeah.
And she's interrupting him and yelling at him. And he's like, "Oh, no. You interrupt me. Yes. And such a thing is so bad. Women shall never interrupt. Plus also I'm trying to translate in my mind and you talk too fast." And she's like, "Well, you're calling me a liar." And, obviously, woo-hoo-hoo next is like, I see an end. There's blood in the water, like a shark. He's like, fuck this asshole. You're right. Your friends think I'm right. I want him to marry me. The guy next to him is like, "Marry the abomination of abomination, tits out McGee. You can't marry that whore."
Yeah.
And like, what?
And I mean, we have to also remember that she was also engaged, or she was in no matter how long was she in a relationship with a guy before, right?
I can't remember exactly. I want to say it was under like 2 years or under. It felt like
right. So I don't know. Obviously I'm an ignorant thing when in their culture, but are they all practicing Muslims or no in Morocco? Or maybe not, huh?
Okay. I'm assuming that there's some peeps everywhere. Like I'm assuming I'm assuming that in I'm assuming that in every country in the Middle East, there's going to be some Christians and some Jews and some,
right. Gotcha.
and Sunni and Sufis.
All right.
Both
right.
must, both kind of Islam. I'm assuming, but I'm maybe there are, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're like, no, great, Chris and Saudi, it's all one. I think it could be, okay. Actually, I think in some countries it could be all predominantly at least one type of Muslim. And I just,
right.
I'm so sorry, I don't know. But I think that because Morocco is like Turkey, it's like very cosmopolitan, and I think that all the cultures are there, and so all the religions are there.
And also, of course, I'm just stating from. Oh yes, right. Remember Nicole and Azin, right?
Yeah, like these gentlemen don't have. I'm trying to think. I think Zayed. They're speaking Arabic to each other. He sort of has a little bit of a French accent, but a lot of these men have also just like thick Arabic accents when they're speaking English. It's always interesting to see the people that are speaking English with a little bit of a French accent or with a little bit of an Arabic accent.
Right.
Or no, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, she loves the fact that very early on that he was like wife, and she like wants to hold him to that. Like she's turned on when like men claim her right away. And as she says it out loud, I mean, they look at him. She's like, yeah, he told me he wanted to marry me right away. And his friends look at him like, stupid asshole. And then they ask him like, is that true? And he's like, no, I'm not gonna fucking marry her. 0% law. And then she's like, what are you talking about? 0%. He's like, 0% chance that you see me as a wife. He's like, at this moment. She's like, what? He's like, just at this moment, which is so reminiscent of her being like, we're going through a breakup. We're going through. It's like, that's not what you both are saying. And you are trying to hold on to something that you both aren't saying, which is the truth.
Yeah.
Honey, I'll tell you right now, if you go to Old Medina, you better cover up.
Okay, this is from the previous episode. It's just that she is just so produced. Remember when she was like looking around asking for hair oil?
Yeah.
If you know your hair and everything you brought everything for you to be able to cosmetics. I mean, come on, makeup girlies unite, right? You would bring all the stuff that you need so you don't have to look for some shit random on a foreign land. That irked me so much, that scene.
He knows it's a wig. He's already touched it 1 billion times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I want him to be like, you guys, why is she wearing a wig? Like it's just so much hair. And like, yeah, I do think it's not that I think you can't wear wigs. It's just that
I'm also very curious, like for people who do wear wigs, I mean, do you have to put
hair oil? Yeah. I mean, I have halo pieces.
Right.
Like,
right.
The fake hair that you use like little string.
Yeah.
And yeah, you absolutely have to put hair because it's not real hair. There's no ever any natural oil. So it just evaporates and that shit gets real dry. Plus
that makes sense.
Flat irons her fake wig hair. She flat irons it and it's already straight. So you don't the damage. I can imagine. She's probably already gone through the oil she brought. I don't know.
That's okay. That's probably it. You're right.
I feel like we'll see what happens. I'm excited. The next two couples get so sexual that, I mean, I don't even know what to say. Morning after. Aviva and Stig, lots of morning afters. He liked her lingerie was better when it was off. She's like, the intimacy made us closer. And I want to be like, right now it did. Oh, really? The morning after? Like, I don't know. So I think I have a problem trusting men and intimacy and whether the closeness that comes right after sexual intercourse, especially early sexual intercourse, is in fact real. So when she said that, I was like instantaneously like suspect. I was like, oh girl, you think so?
Exactly.
I feel bad saying that, but they didn't use protection. Surprise, surprise. Were you surprised?
Come on.
No. He said that he was just there, honey, and she let it happen. And so he was like, well, if she's going to allow it, I'm going to enjoy this to the fullest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Skin to skin.
Skin to skin contact. Yeah. Nothing like it. Really. Yeah, I mean, it does bond you, I guess. It does. I mean, like, am I wrong? She's not wrong. I'm wrong. She's giggling. And then he's like, we're going to go to the gig on the island. But before we go to my island gig, we're going to go to Reef Studio first. and you're going to like hang out with absolute misogynistic
Right.
men that I've already met, including Richie. Richie has one job, and it's almost like the same job that I was tasked when I was a only child and had a single dad, and my dad would bring a new woman around that he was dating, and my task was get rid of her. You know what I'm saying? Like get rid of this person as soon as possible. Like I was just a possessive person. Haha, still am. It's kind of like, remember when you were watching Sound of Music? And the kids didn't want their dad to have like a new governess. And so like, you know, or whatever. And they were just like always like pranking. Like I was really shitty to women. And like, it kind of feels like that a little bit. Like Richie's like, I don't want my man to be with.
Same energy, right?
Yeah. Like I'm getting rid of this. Go ahead.
Oh, he probably seen a lot. I mean, he's a star, right?
He is a star.
He's a star. He's a rock star, I guess.
You can edit this however you want.
Yeah. I
have Stig's song that he plays.
Oh my.
This one is for you, Aviva. The sex good and the vibe good, and you love me as you should. Would I marry you? Yes, I would. Would I breed you? Yes, I would.
First of all, Richie was like, "You hear that? You hear that? Do you hear what he fucking said? Do you hear what he fucking said about you?" Richie, 100% was like, "This girl is going to take such fucking offense to that." Like,
right.
You know, and so confessionals, she's like, "No one ever says I want to breed you in America." He's like, "Oh, that's what they say here." And she's like, "You little sweet talker," because she's incredibly turned on, incredibly flattered by it. Like she's like, "You would breed me?" Mm-hmm. Like she's so happy about it. There's so many weird things about this. Obviously there's a whole fetish about breeding, and if you want to look that up, you're welcome to. Okay, and that's on your own time, guys, in your own lives. Okay, but let's just pretend it wasn't that. But let's just pretend it is that. I mean, let's just pretend she doesn't know about the fetishness, and she just thinks breeding means to have sex to have kids with.
Right.
You would still understand there's like a cattle reference.
Exactly.
You little sweet talker. What a charmer. Calling me a cow moo, babe moo. I love that Doja Cat song from the, early 2010s. I don't know. Like she's like, nothing has been sweeter to me that has been said than that. Like she loves it.
Oh God. Yeah. She's eating that up.
Yeah. Richie's so upset. He's like, fuck. God damn it. I thought that was going to do it. Okay, bitch, fine. Let me say this. Just so you know, I've seen your type. There was the Texas lady. She's like, I know about Texas. He's like, yeah, you know about Texas? Texas was, he almost made a baby with her because, he loves to breed. He's a big breeder. And he's not over her yet. And she's like, what? How dare he? How dare this man that I had sex with have lied to me? I cannot possibly believe it'd be such a thing. So she is upset, and she decides to not talk about it with him, like in a very direct way. What she wants to do is then just have like a real pissy pouty face for the next scene, and then either have him not realize it or do what he did, which is beg her to be honest with him. What do you like when you are upset? Do you do whatever she is, like cold shoulder or weird or avoidance? Like, what do you do?
I gotta admit, I'm kind of like that. Yeah. I'm more...
Okay. Yeah. No. You know yourself. I love you. Okay.
How about you?
God, it's really hard. I really hate confrontation. So I'll swallow anything, and then if I'll swallow everything until one thing either is too big or just enough that I will then just shut down and no one will ever see me again. I know. It's okay. Right? I'm going to therapy. But she's on a windy boat, honey, and she's upset, and it's windy as fuck, and he gets it, and like, it's cold winds, cold her, cold shoulder. He's like, He's like, you're acting like a kid. And she's like, tell me about that fucking Texas ex. And he's like, yeah, I went there. She's like, yeah, well, you went to Texas and you didn't invite me for like 48 hours. And I thought it was just because you were busy. And now I realized you probably were like trying to get back with him or her. And then he's like, no, that's not what happened. I was just so busy. And she's like, yeah, like, okay, well, do you think that you can like be exclusive with me? And, he's like, a one woman man? I could do that. And it's like it just dawned on him that the possibility would have to be presented that he would have to just be with her. Like, that's not a good sign. Like the air that he gave, which is like one woman, Turner, like he's lying in this very moment. He couldn't even lie to pretend that like that was what was always on his mind.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about this.
I'll tell you what I'm curious about. Where's Spring? Like, where's her aunt? Like, it feels like at this point she should be like, I'm just gonna FaceTime my aunt Spring. I'm not close to my mom. The producers are saying Spring. And just I really don't understand.
Give us the auntie back.
We have to fly Spring to Belize.
Yeah, and wasn't she married? Right.
Yeah, she has people, friends there. You don't even
there. You go.
She doesn't even go there just to watch her. You've already said the fact that there's a bunch of like spies around here or whatever.
Right.
Wait, is that my last? Yeah. Oh, we did it. Oh no, I have Rick and Trish. I have one more couple. Okay, Rick and Trish.
What is it?
Disgusting. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, he gets more and more. Just when you thought that it's not the worst,
he's laying in bed.
Yes.
She comes out. She's like in flannel pants and a black lace bra.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tarp. There's a tarp out. It looks like like a big kiddie pool that's like, not blown up.
A black one?
Black. And like, remember like Paul and Carini, like someone who came to, a foreign place with like over the top gear, like comes to mind. Like, did he, why does he have this? Like, did he think there were bed bugs? Like, I just don't know, what this man. And
oh my God,
then the reason why is because she's a squirter and she has sent him videos of it.
Mm-hmm.
He loves it. Couldn't wait to get here to put out this mat. At the same time, is absolutely preoccupied with the amount of money of the mattress and the cleanup, and the money in itself is obsessed with the money of the tarp, is obsessed with the money of the bed. All of it was grotesque. Like every one of it's disgusting, grotesque, and like first of all, why Trish? Are you allowing there to be videos of your pee pussy? Mm-hmm. Sorry, I can't say. I'm like, how are you allowing video of your vagina? Like just putting out those videos and putting your vagina out with putting out stuff. How like, are we just in a world where I guess, is there a world now where AI exists? So just do anything because no one will ever really know if it's like yours or AI anyway. So who gives a fuck? Like, she is so open with the fact that she like sent that video to this man. Like, who cares what he's going to do with it? Who he showed to? Like, he has shown that video to so many people.
Exactly.
It's unbelievable.
It is. It is disgusting. I mean, I bet you he was the one who asked her to do that.
He had to have known that she did it though. So so at some point.
Maybe, but I mean, we got to really I feel like an old lady here, but we got to tell our little girls that, you should not, please. Even in the world of AI, I mean, golly. Wow.
Then I guess in my mind, then I'm mad that she's not making money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, then in my mind, I'm like, well, then fine. Then why not put the video up with your not face or whatever. And I hope you're making money and you don't deal with this asshole. It's like, I just don't even know. But like, either way, it's just, I don't even know. I mean, I don't know how to look at it other than I don't want to look at it. But like, I like sexuality. So it's like, I want to say this, no kink shaming. True. Like this is what it is. I'm not talking about the fact that I'm happy that she squirts. I'm happy that she derived sexual pleasure, and I'm happy she found a partner that
absolutely
is into whatever she is into. And I really hope everyone in this world finds sexual release, A, and B, a partner to release with. Okay.
Of course.
I just feel like it was so vulgar, obviously, and grotesquely handled from him.
Right.
And so lackluster and so like devoid of anything that is like sexy or whatever. Like, because they didn't end up using it.
Exactly. So what's the purpose then? And then you were like whining about it was $50. Okay.
Right.
Right.
Rick is, I mean, not it. I don't even know how to say it like other than he is just, honey, it's bad. So, anyway, so basically then it cuts and then it's basically like this. The motorbike has been dropped off and it off camera. And instead of being the mechanics, he thought it was like going to be Jiffy Lube or something like that. The motorbike was dropped off by her ex's friend. And then her ex the ex's friend are speaking and there's native tongue. And then,
Lagasi, yes.
Yes. And then thank you for saying it. And then the friend also can speak some English. And so Rick is hearing us. He's like, yeah, so what's happening? Are you still seeing that guy? And, the guy's like, yeah. And so then they have to talk. And she's talking to him and she's like, you're not listening. And he's like, it's shady. And he's projecting that she's cheated, but it's also that he's cheated. And also that truly also she cheated. I mean, it's obvious that she was trying to get back. I mean, it's obvious that cheating wasn't. There's no girl that's squirting on this island like she is, and then not gonna like fuck around with a non-existent entity. Like she's just too hot. She has too many great bras. Like she's very well known on the island. I'm pretty sure.
Right. But are we forgetting that also he contacted his ex from where? Colombia.
Yeah.
Right. So. Why are you like making a big deal out of this one when you also are like doing the same exact thing?
The producers got him on that so well, and they kept showing the same shot of him like a fucking cat that like got caught.
Oh, I think I missed that.
Yeah, it was like the same shot. Like,
I think okay.
It was Rick is. It's hard. It's hard to deal with. It makes me, I almost want to like end on them but we have to. It's the last couple. Only me and 9, you have to go. But it's like, it's also because it's just like, it's such a shitty way to end. It's like, I almost wish I could have a sweet treat. You're my sweet treat.
Right.
Thank you for coming and giving me all your expertise and letting me like show you, obviously crazy pictures and then making you like gasp,
fun.
May we all get devoured. Okay. At some point, I want us all to have healthy sexual lives, but thank you so much for coming on and talking about obviously this episode with me. I love you so much. And you're going to have to listen to the entire episode later.
Thank you. You are so smart, incredibly talented. It's just, I cannot, I don't want to go on and on over here, but you're just incredible. Thank you so much for your trust.
I love you so much. I love you so much. I'm gonna let you go because I know you have to go and I'll do my own outro. But honestly, guys, Christina produces Wash What Crappens. And she also does Reality Gaze. So you're listening, just go listen to them and then be like, now I know, Christina, this is the voice. This is the person behind it. All right, my baby. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye. I wanted to give her some space because I know she has to run and that was a long time, but I also just wanted to do my outro with her. I'm sorry, my outro and breathe and then be out. So thank you so much for listening. If you haven't yet, give it 5 stars wherever you listen to podcasts like Spotify, like Apple Podcasts, like some other thing that you do, Amazon. And a review telling me how great I am, if you don't mind. You can follow me on my socials. I'm at Chris L. Farah on TikTok, at Chris L. Farah on Instagram. I have a Substack Chris Farah. I have a YouTube Chris Farah. I have a Facebook Chris Farah. I have a private Facebook group, Vanity Farah. Other than that, that's me. 2 breaths and then byesies, wisies. Love you guys so much. Thank you for being present with me as we get out everything that we needed to get out and spend some time together and then, check back in later. You can watch my toes and my sister wife recaps on YouTube. loves, take care of yourselves and one another. Stand up for what you believe. Make art. All right? Bye.